Hi, welcome back. Yes, I'm still in my bed on a hot day. Now, I just want to discuss, we did hidden sugars, the video just before this one. And I want to talk to you about diabetic sugars or sugar replacements. When I was first diagnosed back in 1977, the Canadian government banned saccharin, and that was the only real sugar replacement that was available. And of course, back then, I think we only really had Diet Pepsi. We could have had others. It was before Diet Coke came out. And we had Pop, but they came out with, I think it was xylitol. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. Someone feel free to correct me. But I can remember it, and it wasn't the sweetener for Pop. Pop tasted terrible. And back then, there was pretty well Trident gum or Tab at the time. I don't even think, maybe Diet Pepsi was just emerging. But anyway, I still really miss Tab. But Tab tasted terrible. I couldn't have sugar. So what did we do? Well, we kind of smuggled Pop into Canada. I'm only talking like 6 cans. But we'd go down to the States and we'd stop off at a grocery store or whatever, get my Tab, and then come back. We didn't do it often. But it was a terrible time. And then you could only really get, from what I can remember, saccharin either came in the pills, little pills you dropped into your drink, and for a while those disappeared completely, or it was a clear ball. You can't even get it nowadays. And I mean, you could put like a teaspoon in your cup of coffee. It kind of added a different taste to cereals and everything. And then a breakthrough came, and that was the invention of Sugar Twin. And Sugar Twin was great. I was able to add it to my drinks. I would get, back then you would get Kool-Aid in the packs, and you add your own sugar, so it was great. And I drank a lot of it. And, it came easy. It went on my breakfast cereals and such. When I really started working for 7-Eleven at nights, I would have to come home, and before I went to bed, I would have to have what was it? Porridge or oatmeal. You put in open up the pack, put it in, add water, and Sugar Twin came out, brown sugar. And, well, it was never brown sugar, it allowed diabetics to enjoy the porridge, and it kind of melted like brown sugar too, which was awesome. Nowadays, there is so many different Truvia, there's monk fruit extract, there's date sugar. So, if you decide to use them, there's many different ones to use. The biggest one that sort of got approval and top companies started to use it more and more and was aspartame. Now, a lot of people said, oh, aspartame will cause you cancer, and I think there were a few other things that aspartame was being blamed for. So you need to make sure you understand what type of sweetener you're getting. Now, a lot of items that are diet, let's say suitable for diabetics, is the regular items that you enjoy, but they've taken something out and they've added something back in, and a lot of times it's extra fat, starch to add to the taste. So, it's a trade-off. Keeping your blood sugars lower is the key. Now, ever since carb counting, became sort of a role, they kind of said, well, you can have some sugar. Just know how many carbs are in what you're eating. And eventually, that has so many carbs that I'll give so much insulin. But be careful. Nowadays, there is not potato chips, but what are they? They're snacks that, again, have a lot of fat added to them. So, sweeteners open up quite a bit more for diabetics. Now, I can remember cutting off the icing of cakes. I could have the cake, but I couldn't have the icing. And I mean, really, come on, what's the point? It's kind of like, as a kid, I can remember, just cut the fat off and you move it to the side to be polite. And I said, hell no, I'll just eat it. Well, fat is where all the flavor was. Hence why they add it back. Never occurred to me. Sweeteners have a place. Now, you want to ensure that you're not overdoing it with the sugar. And sometimes when I was working nights, I would drink Coke, again from the fountain, and it was real sugar, so I couldn't have I could have caffeine, sorry. I couldn't have coffee. My body reacts very weird to coffee, and coffee allergies. So I I would do that. And I'm surprised I made it this long in life. You know, especially in my teenage years. So, keys, read what the sweetener is and do some research. Find out which one best suits you. And speak to the dietitian. The dietitian will be able, there are some sweeteners out there that will raise your blood sugar a bit, then there's others that won't. So, get knowledgeable about it. Do your research. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.